Little Pilgrim's Progress, Part 2, Chapter 66, Matthew's Illness. Brisk was vexed when he found that Mercy did not care to talk to him, and one day he said to her, "You are always sewing." Mercy looked up, smiling. "Yes," she said, "if I have no work for myself, there is always plenty to do for others." "You must earn a lot of money," said Brisk. "I don't do it for money," replied Mercy. "What do you do it for, then?" "I am making some clothes for Charity. She gives them away to animals who are very poor." "Oh," said Brisk, and he looked so surprised that Mercy could not help smiling. He did not come again to the palace until the little pilgrims had gone, and when Prudence asked him why he had forsaken his friend, he replied that Mercy was very pretty, but she had such foolish ways. However, Mercy was not sorry that he did not come. "I could not work so well when he was talking to me," she said, "and I don't wish for any friends who do not serve the king." "That is right," said Prudence, stroking Mercy's soft fur. "You cannot help meeting boys and girls who are careless like Brisk, but it is wise not to have too much to do with them." Christiana was now in great trouble. Matthew had been feeling ill all of this time, and each day when he got up his head seemed to ache more, and he often felt so sick and faint that he could scarcely stand. At last he was obliged to tell his sister, and Christiana wondered what could have made him ill, for she had forgotten all about the fruit that he had eaten. The next morning he could not lift his head from his pillow when Christiana came to awaken him, and she made haste to finish dressing so she might ask Prudence what she must do. Prudence sent at once for a doctor, a serious old possum named Skill. He was not long in coming, and Christiana took him up to see the sick boy. Matthew lay in bed, and Joseph sat near to him, for the brothers were very fond of each other. "What has he been eating?" asked Skill. "Nothing but wholesome food," said Christiana. Skill shook his head. "He has been eating poison, and if the medicine I can give him will not take effect, he will die." Poor Christiana was so troubled that she could not speak, but Joseph exclaimed, "Oh, don't you remember the fruit? It hung over the wall by the narrow gate, and Matthew would eat it, but you made us throw it away." "Yes, he did," replied Christiana. "I told him not to take it, but I remember he would not listen to me." "Ah," said the doctor, "I was sure he had eaten something poisonous, and that fruit is worse than any other, for it grows in the wicked prince's own garden." The tears ran down Christiana's cheeks, for Matthew lay upon the bed looking so pale and still that she feared the doctor's words would come true, and that he would really die. When Skill saw how frightened she was, he spoke to her gently. "Do not be too unhappy. I have one of the king's medicines with me, and if he has not eaten a great quantity of the fruit, it may do him good."